Hey, what's going on, everybody? Alex Karajanidis here, BSM Vault. Welcome to another edition of our Video Tip of the Week series. Today's tip number 16. So far this month, we've covered prospecting, we've covered strategy meetings, and today we're going to cover fulfillment. This is the series, the 4-part sales process series that I told you guys we'd cover in April. So again, depending on when you're watching this video, if you haven't watched the one on prospecting and the one on strategy meetings, I recommend go watch those, take some notes. The idea behind everything we're doing is to stack up and evolve. So if you're doing a lot of prospecting, as we all should be every single day, whether it's physically making calls, sending out text messages, running Facebook ads, posting online, networking, etc., you're going to have a lot of inflow back. Outflow equals inflow. Another great video I did. You guys should watch if you haven't. And then number 2 is have a lot of strategy meetings. We call these strategy consultations, either on the phone. You could do a screen share. You could do it in person. Get people involved. Get them to interact. After that, the next stage, the next natural transition, remember, this applies not only to consumers, right, looking to buy and sell houses if you're on the real estate side, or do mortgage loans if you're on the lending side. This is also business partners and affiliate partners and vendors. I call these friends and allies. So you want to have a process with all these kind of like potential opportunities to do business with you. So step 3, which is today we're going to cover, is on fulfillment. Fulfillment is very important. You have to deliver on what you said you're going to deliver on. If you're a mortgage professional and you're telling somebody you're going to close a deal in 30 days or less, you have to deliver. Not only close the deal in 30 days or less, but have to make the experience very wow for everybody involved, so you could have more opportunities to get what's called current client referrals. These are called CCRs, current client referrals. Same applies to if you're a real estate professional. If you're a real estate professional, it's not just getting somebody the keys to their house on the closing date, it's the experience of going through the transaction with you that's going to get them to talk about you more than just getting their keys to their house. You follow me? So fulfillment's very important. Also meeting a new business partner and bringing somebody into your ecosystem and then be able to fulfill on what you told him or her you're going to be doing, right? So having a process in place. So today's theme is on fulfillment, okay? Having kind of like an assembly line of things that happen, who does what, checklist style. So there's 2 things I want to share with you that I recommend. Number 1 is the book E-Myth. I've talked about this book before. If you haven't read it, read it. If you have read it, read it again. E-Myth by Michael Gerber. It's going to teach you the art and science of having procedures and processes and protocols for every stage of your process, before, during, and after. I want to read something to you guys, okay? I'm going to read something to you guys, and then I'm going to share my screen and give you some physical assets that I use here in my agency, personally, for BSM Vault. Also, a perfect execution checklist that I use with my mortgage clients and my real estate clients. But first, let me read this to you, okay? I read this actually last week, and I saved it because I knew I want to touch on it in this video. So, acting in a certain way is the title of this little quick blog that I read. Remember what Napoleon Hill wrote in Think and Grow Rich, another great book for you to read if you haven't read. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. Develop a burning desire to improve your service, and don't think for a second that you won't be rewarded. Other people will give you everything that you seriously want. I read that and I had to copy it because it's just super impactful and super relevant, right? So serve others, create a process and a procedure of doing business with you, whether it's a client looking to buy a house, sell a house, or somebody looking to refi a house, or somebody looking to align with another business partner to refer business with each other. Serve them first. And then in return, naturally, the law of reciprocation will take care of itself. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys that, just so mentally you guys have a frame of how we should tackle what I'm about to share with you. So I'm going to share my screen and give you guys 2 versions of our fulfillment process here. One for myself and one for my clients. And then that's it. That's your tip for this week. So hold on one second. Let me share with you. Sorry, you guys got that. Here's one idea. So this is for my mortgage clients. It's called the perfect loan process. We created this for our real estate clients as well. But basically, in a nutshell, if you go from number 1 all the way down to what? Number 68. There's 68 items here on a checklist style that we created called the perfect loan process. Each action is identified by who is responsible for that action. So in this case, action number 1 is the loan consultant. Action number 2 is the loan partner, etc., etc. Everybody involved in the team would be here, identified whose role it is to do this action, and the bullet point is the actual thing that needs to be done. So what I recommend you guys do, and if you guys want a version of this, just email me, alex@bsmvault.com. Email me, say, I'd like a copy of your perfect loan process for loan officers, or perfect loan process, or perfect experience process if you're a realtor, and I'll send you this in Word document, and then you could just edit and customize to fit your business model, your practice. But what I would do is I would go through this, and I would literally step 1, step 2, step 3, all the way from before, during, and after, identify what actions need to happen to create a great experience for your clients, and who is responsible to do that action, and then put it in a Word document, and eventually make this into a digital playbook. Okay? The perfect loan process, this is for loan officers, and then we have what's called the perfect execution process, which is for realtors. That's one example. Another example is this one right here, how I use this for my business. This is my BSM Vault playbook. Literally everything that we do for our clients, I've identified in a playbook, right? So I have my version of my perfect execution process, which is right here, the BSM Vault playbook. So again, I created my strategies. We have phase 1, we have phase 2, right? We have phase 3, right? Etc., etc. We have like lots of phases in what we do here inside our agency. And within each phase, I have bullet points of what needs to happen. And then I identify in a perfect execution checklist who needs to do what. It's as simple as being able to functionally put down on paper what needs to happen, who needs to do it, when it needs to be done by, making that a digital version internally for the team to share so everybody's on the same page. Externally, you could use this for recruiting, number 1. If you're on the mortgage side, you can recruit LOs by showing them a digital playbook. If you're on the real estate side, you could recruit other realtors by showing them you have a digital playbook of how to help them grow their business, scale their business. You can use this for consultations with clients. Show them a digital playbook of what happens when they work with you, the processes involved, the checklists and systems that you have. People want systems and structure. People want to work with people that are systematized and structured. So take this fulfillment concept, watch this video over a couple times, email me directly if you want examples and Word documents of our perfect execution checklist for loan officers, for realtors, for my agency, etc. Create your own version, edit, create, get buy-in from your team. If you're by yourself, get buy-in by yourself. Deploy it, tweak it. This is a living, breathing document. We work on this document every single day. My team is adjusting, editing, adding, tweaking. That's how you should consider working with your fulfillment document. Okay? So fulfillment, very important. Doesn't matter what industry you're in. I happen to work with a lot of realtors and mortgage professionals, but this is a universal concept right here. Read the book E-Myth. Understand the value of serving others, and then naturally the law of reciprocation will take care of itself. The universe will reward us, right? Put down on paper your perfect execution checklist, your fulfillment checklist, your process and procedures for your internal team and your branch and your company, and then deploy, and then serve other people, and watch how you get business back. Watch how you get referrals back, okay? That's all I have for today. Remember, 4 parts to the sale: prospecting, strategy meetings, fulfillment. Next week we're going to cover follow-up and nurture. 4 parts to a sale. Deploy, implement, take action. Have any questions, reach out. Till next time, bye-bye for now.